Okay, so God of War coming out soon. There's images of these new characters, and I have a bit of an issue with you lot. And when I say you lot, I mean you lot being keyboard warriors about this whole like, why is Thor fat? Thor's fat because he's a rich that lives in Valhalla, and well, he probably ate a hobbit or someone else. Like, he can afford to live really well. He also probably lifts a lot of heavy shit. He keeps throwing around this giant fucking hammer. So imagine him as a power lifter. Power lifters aren't like skinny fuckers. They're like burly monsters with big guts who can eat you. Thor can definitely fucking eat you, and he looks like it in this game. The only issue I have, personally, with his looks is the ridiculous shoulder pauldrons. Why would Thor even wear a layer of leather on his shoulders unless he's into fetish parties in Berlin? That's ridiculous. Cut that part out. Keep the fucking tattoos and keep the fatty. He's amazing. He looks so fucking cool, and definitely how I would have imagined Thor, or close to it. I grew up with Peter Madsen's Valhalla comic books. If you have not read it, go do it. And Thor was like a burly, barrel-chested motherfucker with a red angry beard? No, just a red beard and angry red eyebrows. That's like ingrained into my brain. The other thing is a little bit more sensitive because some of you cunts are racists. To before what is known as the Viking Age, which is basically just late Iron Age, early Dark Ages, Middle Ages, sorry, blah, blah, blah. The Romans went quite far north. They went to right about the southern end of Denmark, and they fucked about in England quite a lot. That's far north. That's pretty far from Italy. They had whole chapters, contingents of African soldiers that came with them. This is written down by historians, by Roman scholars. Some of them, when they were done serving in the legions, settled down. So, we know for a fact that in Northern Europe, black people were around. Like, this is firmly affixed into history because someone wrote it the fuck down. I know I often say written texts are not actual historical proof. That's correct. But this is also a game. It's a computer game. So we can play around with this idea that someone got inspired and used like black people, people of color in Northern European settings, in like Viking settings. So Angrboda is in the game a very pretty young person of African descent with dreadlocks who looks fucking amazing. She will at some point give birth to Jormungandr, Fenris, and Hel. So I'm gonna assume that at some point she's gonna look a little bit haggard, because I don't imagine those being fun experiences to birth into the world. She mates with Loki and all sorts of things. But there's a lot of comments out there about why. Why do we have a black Angrboda? Well, we have a black Angrboda because Nordic mythology is built up of lots of bits and pieces from all over Europe, and possibly also from Africa, and possibly also from Asia, because people traveled, mythology traveled. We're fairly fucking certain that our runic system originates somewhere in the Balkans. We're fairly fucking certain that the whole idea of Odin came from Greece or somewhere close by. So stop your country. And also, in this fucking computer game, there are blue fucking dwarves running around, so I'm pretty sure it's okay that there's a black woman with fucking dreadlocks. Calm down, paddle back in your fucking canoe to wherever the fuck you came from, and stop your racist bullshit, because it's a computer game. And also, just also, we know that there were people from the Middle East who settled in Scandinavia. There's Muslim graveyards found here in I think there's 2 places where there are like proper graveyards. So they haven't been slaves who's been buried or anything. They were buried respectfully, which means settlement. And we know that we went down there to the Black Sea and to Constantinople, Byzantium at the time, and did things there. And we also know that people from Africa came there. Even people from all over Asia came there because the Silk Road and all these things. Why is it so unlikely that someone with magical powers from Africa, by the way, Africa has amazing mythologies, and I'm sorry that I'm using the very, very expansive term Africa, because Africa is not one country, and at that time it was many different things. There's so much magic, so many cool ideas, and so many mythologies from that continent, and taking those things and distilling it into something crazy about a woman who has travelled all the way to Scandinavia using her magical powers and gives birth to fucking Jormungandr. It's a cool fucking idea. And if that pisses you off and makes you go all racist, something's wrong with you. Like, seriously wrong with you. To start with, if you have any bit of racism in you, everything is fucking wrong with you. Anyways, rant done. God of War, Kratos, blah 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 blah. I'm sure it's going to be a fucking cool game. I haven't played any of them. I just saw all your comments and shit. Shove it up your ass. Grow up. The end.